All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the true sincere brethren around the four corners, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked defiled kingdom with the word, and the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him, none of this would even be possible. Alright? So I want to start this off with a quick article. And it reads on the headlines, or on the headline, "World is a dangerous place. U.S. prepares to put B-52 nuclear bombers on high alert." So the headline itself, that's a whole story right there that we can go off of. But I'm going to read down into it in a minute. But why would America feel the need to be on alert for a nuclear attack? Because the U.S. knows that these nations who were once at peace with her are turning their backs to her, because America has been nothing but a bully and an instigator, a murderer and a robber. So the Heavenly Father is exposing America, is lifting up that skirt. And eventually, America's going to be ravished by 200 million ICBMs. Okay? That is going to happen. And a lot of these so-called Americans today, their minds are not on these things. They're not being told when they go to work that at any given time the economy could collapse. They're not being told when they go home that at any given time your house could be invaded. You could be pulled out of your house. So people don't understand the times that we are in. So I'm going to read further into this article. The U.S. Air Force is renovating Cold War era launch pads as it prepares to put its strategic bombers on constant 24-hour alert to engage in potential nuclear conflict for the first time since the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. So that's what time we're in right now. A lot of these nations are going back into that Cold War spirit. And the Cold War, that took place a little bit after World War II. So these nations, they're in that spirit of war. And America knows that something isn't right. We got to be careful because they got nuclear capabilities just as we do. Okay? But these nations don't fear America like they used to. And America knows that, man. Okay? The world is a dangerous place. And we've got folks that are talking openly about use of nuclear weapons. So there you go, man. You have men, you have different nations talking about nuclear capabilities. You know, like when you go on a lower scale, you go to some hood or some ghetto, and you got dudes talking about how they gonna shoot Raheem or Day-Day or Tyrone. And then what happens? Eventually, somebody ends up getting shot. So, with the talk of nuclear missiles, with the talk of nuclear arsenal, it's evident eventually it's going to get used. Alright? That is something you have to expect, because it's prophesied in the Bible that there is going to be a World War III. It's prophesied in the Bible that America has to go down, man. Okay? Air Force Chief of Staff General David Goffine told U.S. military website Defense One, it's no longer a bipolar world where it's just us and the Soviet Union. We've got other players out there who have nuclear capability. It's never been more important to make sure that we get the mission right. So the Heavenly Father is putting that spirit on the earth. Now America knows that we aren't the only ones with nuclear capabilities. So if that's the case, America has to be on its P's and Q's, so to speak. America can't be caught slipping. Because we're in a time where at any time, look, a raid could happen in America, an invasion could happen to America. You have different countries who are angry with America based off of the fact democracy is being spread throughout the world. Not everybody gives a damn or a crap about your democracy, Babylon. Your democracy is destroying households, okay? So we're in that season of World War III. We're in that season where there is talk of nuclear capability from all sides. And that's why eventually America's going down in fire. So let's pull out some scriptures. I could read more on that. I might go back to it. We'll see. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So here we are in this captivity, prophesying the downfall of this great kingdom known as America. Okay? America is going to have its fall, man. And that's why there is talk of nuclear capability. And that's why we come out here and we prophesy about the downfall of this place, because it's happening before your eyes, man. Okay? But you people feel like America is still great. America has done so much unjust acts over the years. The blood has reached the heavens. Okay? So a lot of you Israelites who want to partake in the ways of America and love every single person you come across, you're going to have to die by that, man. Okay? The prophets that have been before me, so the prophets who were before Jeremiah, the prophets who were before the prophets you see today, what did they do? They came out and they prophesied against many countries and against great kingdoms, man. Now Babylon the Great, or America, is known as a great kingdom. So it's only right that the Heavenly Father sends nuclear missiles to this place. Okay? The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So war is coming to the land of America. Evil is coming to the land of America. A pestilence is coming to the land of America. America is going to have a huge downfall. And once this place goes down, guess what? It is not going to be built back up. Because a lot of you Edomites feel that you're always going to be in power. You're the big man in charge. You've been the big bully for so long, you couldn't imagine being knocked down off that ladder, man, and falling and cracking your damn skull. Okay? So we're in the times of America going down, man. So that's why that article in RT News is telling you America right now is on high alert. What's up? The 12 tribes of Israel. You got a minute? Come learn something right quick. Don't be scared. You went to a Christian college?
Yeah, I can probably name almost all 12.
Well, you know the first colleges were actually theologian schools.
Right.
You know that?
Yeah.
Now colleges today, they teach you a bunch of other stuff, but
well, everybody has their own
if you check out this sign, it goes a little more in depth.
Yeah.
So if you look here, it says Judah. Right? Now who was Judah?
Jesus.
Judah was Jesus?
No, but Jesus was in the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So he came from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
So Judah was a son of Israel. So the 12 tribes are just 12 patriarchs that come from a man named Israel.
Right.
Who had his name changed to Jacob.
And they all sat around the Holy of All Holies.
Right. So those people are here today. Now if you look on this sign, it says Judah, the Negro. Benjamin, West Indian, and all the way down.
Yep.
Like for example, Issachar is Mexican.
Yeah.
So the nation of Israel, they're actually on earth today.
Right.
But some people will say everybody's extinct. But I'm reading this verse. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms, and of war, and of evil, and of pestilence. So if you look on the sign,
Yeah.
these are the great evils that are coming to the world. You have something known as a Satan II missile, which was created by Russia. Eventually, that's going to be shot over here. Okay, now I just read an article on RT News. And
Yeah, that's in Georgia.
yeah, that's in Georgia. They're
Yeah.
trying to bring the population down.
Yeah.
Now, I just read an article on RT News that's telling you how America is in preparations for nuclear combat.
Right.
So we're in a time now of World War III. But these things have to take place. The mark of the beast,
Yep.
which is found in Revelations.
Right.
Or you have the Georgia Guidestones, which you know about that.
Yeah.
They're trying to take down the population, which goes down to the agenda of Satan.
Right.
Who Satan today will be known as Esau, the so-called white man. Did you know that? Not every white person per se goes back to Esau, but primarily the Caucasian or the Caucasoid goes back to a man named Esau. And their agenda is to wipe down the population, including their own race.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
way they can take control and implement the RFID chip.
Let's go a little further and let's say Esau,
Esau,
right?
correct.
Which is not a tribe of Judah.
No, Esau is this right here. Edom is synonymous for Esau. That would be what you would call white Europeans today,
Right.
which the original Europeans
Right.
were not Caucasians.
Right.
They're also known as the Jewish, so-called Jewish. Those are known as the tribe of Amalek. Okay, the nation of Amalek.
Yes.
For example, more people that you would find in the heathens would be the Philistines.
Well,
the Hamites.
I'm not focused on going completely through the whole demographic of that area. But what I do want to tell you right now is, I do appreciate your study in scripture, and like I do appreciate how you've lined it up so far. It looks like you have a lot of knowledge about it or whatever. But I do want you to realize that like we're all saved in Christ. You know what I mean?
We're all
And
saved.
we're all saved in Christ, man. And like as long as He is my Savior,
Who did he come for?
both Israelites and Gentiles the same, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, well, check this out. Now,
Because
before I go into the scripture, you have to understand, you have two classes of Gentiles. You have natural Gentiles, which were non-Israelites.
right?
Then you had Gentiles who were Israelites who were following the customs of the heathen. So when Paul was going out and teaching, Paul was a Benjamite. He was from the tribe of Benjamin. If he was here today, he'd be known as the West Indian.
Right.
So tribe that he came from was from the nation of Israel, the tribe of Benjamin. He would have been out there prophesying to the Israelites. To
Right.
those who don't know they're Israel because they're living as Gentiles.
Right.
So by default, they would be considered Gentiles. So
Right.
that's the other class of Gentiles. He didn't come for the natural Gentile. But Israel's dispersed throughout the whole earth.
I don't know where you
So,
get that
so
knowledge
check
from.
this
Where do
scripture.
you get that He does not come from the original Gentiles? Where is that?
No,
scripture
he
that
comes,
says
he
that?
comes. I'll show you. I'll get to that. Let's start here, okay? This is Acts 2, and I'm going to start at verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Jesus, which that's not his real name,
Yeah,
the letter J didn't even come around till about the 1700s.
I know. This ain't
So-
a history buff though. I want to hear the answer to that
But
question.
listen. Don't be an asshole. I'm out here
No,
teaching. So if you're in class, you listen to the teacher. So I'm out here teaching. So what I'm telling you is, the one you call Jesus Christ, he came for Israel. So the nation of Israel, whoever calls on his name and our people, shall be saved. Because he was from the tribe of Judah. He came for his people. His people were the lost sheep who were dispersed throughout the earth and lost their identity, lost their nationality. That's why they need a savior, or we need a savior. We're the ones who's oppressed. We're the ones who's lost our way. We're the ones following the customs. As you will know, as America, that's the modern day Greek philosophy. That's why women wear pants. That's not in the Bible. That's why you can eat pork everywhere you go during breakfast time.
Right? That's Leviticus, right?
So that just shows you where we are. Now, based off of your skin tone, you would look like